Okay, so we're going. Here we go. Game 2 between Momo and PauL from the semi-finals. ESLNA week number 10. So yeah, unfortunately we missed game number 1. Very, very quick game. So here we are in game 2. PauL rolling with Soviets and straight away gone. Momo rolling with Soviets rather. Straight away going with Armored Assault. And PauL's austere with Ostrupen.
Yeah, what do you think about Ostrupen versus Soviets these days? What's your take on that?
Not many people use Ostrupen versus Soviets, but I mean there are a lot of garrisons on this map, so they can, you know, occupy the center quite effectively.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I can buy that. So you think it might be a map-specific kind of a thing? I like that.
Yep.
Sniper as well, going to be backing up these Struppen. It looks like we just got conscripts here for Momo. No crazy Maxim plays or anything.
Remember, he does have that radio intercept, so he knows full well what's going on, and I wonder if he'll go for a scout car.
Ah, sehr interessant.
Because he hasn't put down his tech structure yet. He's actually going for conscripts, which is a bit of a rare sight. Imagine that, conscripts instead of Maxims.
Yeah, on this map as well. You know, which has so many garrisons to exploit with the Maxims in mid. Anyway, we've got our first scuffle of the match coming down here, of the game even. A couple of conscript squads going to be getting a reasonable concave on these Ostrupen in the building, going to be taking up the heavy cover positions, and yeah, they're actually trading pretty nicely, going to force those Ostrupen out, and they're not even in cover there, so they're forced back in.
I think PauL's just trying to stall for time here, get a sniper into position, but it's taking a long time, and these Ostrupen are dropping quite quickly.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they are. I mean, Ostrupen are really good against Tommies, but against conscripts, I think a lot of their advantages are ameliorated. So, I mean, this is why we don't see them used so often against Soviets. And, you know, Momo demonstrating exactly why they're not so efficient against Soviets. The sniper's in position, though. Claims his first Russian skull of the day. Probably the first of many.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Third squad of Ostrupen coming on now for PauL.a. Standard stuff, I suppose. Actually, well, I mean, that is a reasonable investment into the Ostrupen. But if you're taking Ostrupen off the bat, that is to be expected. You want to get value for money out of your commander. The sniper getting caught with his pants down a little bit here. He has to be getting his arse out of here. Ura comes down, though. Oh! Good hits on the sniper. This could be massive. If they get one more hit, I think we'll do it.
No.
But looks like he's going to get out of there. He's going to get his arse out of there.
Wow. Close call. Nice flank by Momo.
Yeah, definitely. And medical bunker isn't going to be down for a while. So this is actually pretty big, because that sniper is going to have to play super cautious for the next few minutes. Which means he's going to be a lot less efficient. So Momo actually getting a nice pickup. Even just the damage on that sniper, very worthwhile. 4 squads of conscripts now.
Yeah, he's going to set up shop on PauL's cutoff now as well. So that's not what you want to have happen. And it's so hard to hold on to this northern cutoff. Molotov
research now finished for Momo. So those conscripts are going to be able to throw Molotovs. And we just don't see this very often. So he may be able to catch PauL off guard here. Here comes the first Molotov. Boom! Catching the Pioneers and the Ostrupen. Oh, that is very burny, but the conscripts have to fall back, and actually not that much damage being dealt in the end, so a reasonable Molotov, you know. And the sniper, oh, the Ura comes down off of these conscripts. He's looking for the sniper. He knows he's out there. The Pioneers are chasing, though, and this is now getting risky. These conscripts are quite far out. They're going to have to think about falling back soon. Just 2 of them left, actually. They're just getting chased. There we go. There comes the fallback for that conscript squad. Medic research just finished for Momo, so he's going to have that healing at the Soviet HQ.
Yeah, very rare to see a conscript opening. I'm just kind of stunned. Also, a bit of an unusual build from PauL. I mean, he's got 2 Pioneers as well, so maybe he's worried about mines. Maybe I don't really know what's going on here.
Here's a good question from chat. Does the Ostrupen's accuracy bonus in cover affect any weapons that they pick up, slot weapons?
I think it does.
I think it does too. Pretty sure it does, actually. In fact, I'm not even sure there's a way in the game engine they could exclude that. Anyway, yeah, Ostrupen here.
3 times accuracy, isn't it?
Yeah, Yeah, I think it is something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, it turns them from pansies into like iron-willed soldiers. So
Yeah.
it's got to be quite a lot. Molotov comes down onto these Ostrupin in the building. They're going to force them out, and I'm liking this. This is taking me right back to the early days of Company of Heroes. You know, we've got Ostrupin versus like conscripts with Molotovs. This is like a blast from the past. That sniper has picked up a scrape more damage from somewhere, but the medical bunker is just now finished. So the Vermac sniper is going to be healed very shortly, and he's going to be able to be a little bit more aggressive again, which is nice. For PauL.a,
I don't know what Paul's going to... I mean, Momo's going to do with his tech. Obviously, his combat engineers have retreated now, but I imagine they'll be put... Okay, tier 2.
Yeah, I think this is the right choice. I think if he goes tier 1, he has to go tier 2 anyway. So it's like, does he go for the optional tier 1? I don't think so. I think we're already past the point where a scout car is going to be any good against that sniper. There's just enough Ostrupin that Fausts are just going to be just too much of a risk, I think.
Yeah.
And just not going to justify the fuel. So the Leichter Mechanized Company has finished, and we have a 222 on the queue. Rhymes coming at you today. So yeah, 222 going to be the choice here for PauL.a.
Yeah, and Momo does have a lot of conscripts, so he'll have no shortage of AT grenades. It's kind of rare, because, you know, usually with Maxims you may only have 1 or 2 squads of conscripts, and that's why the 222 has been so strong since it's got its health buff, but not the case here.
Yeah.
Because before it would be like 2 AT grenades and it would be dead. Like that was it. But now, you know, it probably needs 3 AT grenades.
It is so much more formidable of a unit now, yeah. Like, and to be honest, I think this is the way it should always have felt. Like, for me, the unit now actually just feels right. It always felt too fragile before for something that looks and handles the way it does. But anyway, these Flamer Pioneers going to roast and toast these conscripts, force them back. We've got a Ziscon on the field for Momo, so that's going to give him some game, allow him to zone out this 222 a little bit.
Yeah, he needs that Zis because he's still so far behind on fuel, he can't really get a vehicle out to counter this 222 yet.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it's going to be a little while before he can, actually. I mean, he can throw down his Tank of the Battalion Command reasonably soon and get like a T-70.
Oh, he's hoorahing after the sniper.
Again, he's really good at that, actually. He has been really using, like, severely limiting the sniper's efficiency. I mean, like, the sniper's on 11 kills. We're coming up to the 8-minute mark. He's about to get Veteran C1. That is very average. This has not been a fantastic sniper.
No. And these are Soviet kills, remember, as well. Very cheap to reinforce.
Yeah, exactly. This 222, though, getting some great damage, although the Ziscon finds it for a cracking hit, and it's probably going to get a second shot. Is that going to be a hit?
No. Close call.
Yeah. One thing I'll say for Momo, he's a very, like I was saying earlier, he's a very tactical player, and it's always good to see how his plans come together. He really plays with his brain, but he always feels like he's actually quite an unlucky player as well. I've seen him get so many bad breaks.
I think that was an attack ground, though. I'm not sure.
I don't know, I think those conscripts still had line of sight. Not sure. Anyway, here comes a Maxim. It's going to take up position in the church and immediately find some Ostrupin. Well, yeah, in its arc. Okay, that's fair to say. Oh, no, he's going to reposition it anyway, I think. Is he? Okay. And a second Vermac sniper coming out onto the field.
We are losing territory.
Well, that's high risk, high reward. If they get caught out of position, though, with light vehicles, they can die so quickly. And there are a lot of roads on this map, so light vehicles can speed down the road and catch you out of position quite easily.
Good point. Yeah. An attempt to grab the cutoff by PauL.a has been deflected on the in the east of the map, so that's nice work there for Momo. He's going to maintain his fuel income, which he desperately needs right now. Tank of the Battalion Command just becoming established, so he's going to have access to his choice of T-70s or SC-76s as we move forward. Probably going to be the light tank, but you never know. Momo's a tricky one. He might decide to throw a curveball here. No battle phase 2 for PauL.a. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. So yeah, of course, Ostrupin still it has the supply drop zone now, doesn't it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could try and go for like a slightly early time before. I mean, he has that fuel point in the pocket. It depends if he wants to spend the 200 manpower, I suppose. Anyway, Molotov going to come down, finding these Ostripen in the mid. That's going to force them back. The Maxim gunning down another one on the retreat there. Momo looking pretty good so far. I mean, he's ahead by 100 tickets already.
Yep.
And he's been marshalling the map quite well. He's been taking savvy fights. There's been no big swings, but both players very much in this. But Momo just getting the upper hand a little bit, just taking an edge in these fights. I don't know how the first game went, but it was so short. I would imagine. I mean, games like that can either make you feel really depressed and just be like, oh god, or you can just be like, okay, I died to something silly. I'm not going to let that happen again, and you just kind of aren't deterred at all mentally. So it looks to me like Momo's still mentally like right in this. He's playing well.
Try over these east mines, perhaps though. Ooh. Oh, he stops. No. He doesn't have any sweepers either, so there's not much he can do there until he gets his T70 to run them over. Double snipers though, making short work of these cons.
Yeah, as they are wont to do. Although these Ostripen are just standing in this TOV and have been for some time. They are burning out. Okay, there we go. He's going to move them, but a lot of damage done. That was a great Molotov.
Yeah, a lot of players don't like going for Molotovs because they feel it delays their light vehicles too much, but on a map with this many garrisons, it can be an idea. Oh man, these snipers, man. Look at this. Conscript's in big trouble.
Yeah, you can just constantly hear these Gavers just crack-a-lacking into these conscripts. They're going to fall back and they should be able to get out safely, I think. There is an S minefield here, but they're not going to run through it, so that's fine. Here comes the T70 heading straight for the snipers, but they're going to be repositioning. There's also a pack gun already in position, so Momo's got to be careful. This T70's coming in hard and fast, and he's going in deep. He's going to get caught by the pack gun.
And the Faust.
Yeah, he immediately backs up. Faust comes down though, yeah. That Faust did massive damage. Am I seeing that right?
I don't know how that happened there. It looked like the pack shot missed, but then the damage came up later, and I don't know.
That was really weird, yeah. Anyway, Conscript's going to get a Molotov onto the pack gun. Boom!
Oh, that was double Faust. Ah.
Oh, it was double Faust, was it? Right, okay. Alright, that makes some more sense then. But anyway, yeah. Nice Molotov coming down. I'm loving the way Momo's using these old school Soviet tactics, you know, like Ura Molotov, like that used to be the bread and butter plays, which we just don't see these days, and it is refreshing. I don't know, maybe I'm just old school.
No, it's definitely fun.
Sorry,
change of pace to the Maxim.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And we've got the support armor core. That's going to be completed momentarily here for Paul.a, so he's going to have access to his choice of Panzer IV, Stugs, or Ostwind. You have to see what the weapon of choice is going to be. You have to feel like it's... Well, actually, he doesn't have the fuel for either of those, so it could be a Stug. But if he can, he'll probably try and save for that Panzer IV. Momo's putting some mines in nice places around the map, by the way, worth keeping an eye out for.
Yeah, it's been a pretty even game so far. I suppose the only real result has been VPs in Momo's favour. I don't think... Have there been any wipes? I don't think so.
No, I don't. I think you're right. I think there have actually been any wipes.
No, there haven't been any wipes.
How bizarre. Yeah, that's quite unusual. But I mean, that just says that these two players are both very well matched and both on top of their game. So that's fantastic. You know, that bodes really, really well. Sorry, did I say Stug earlier? Of course I meant Stug. Imperial Dane for the win. So yeah, I'm curious to see what the support armor core is going to be for Paul.a here. He's put it down so early though. Normally you see players, especially at the top end of the game, just delay until they know, you know, they add the fuel cost of the unit they want to the teching cost, and then they only commit once they know they can do it.
There's a different story here when you're playing as Ostrupen, because you have to tech. You can't bring in a Corlin tank. You can't just go straight for a Tiger or whatever. So
right, but I mean, he could have delayed and tried to rush like Battle Phase 3, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think...
And he still could have waited like until he had the fuel for, say, a Panzer IV and then thrown down the building. Because at the time, I mean, I suppose there's no danger of being scouted, but... I do see your point.
Straight for Battle Phase 3 if you killed the T70. But other than that, you need a more mobile solution to the T70. You can't just rely on your pack. So if he'd, if the T70 had run over a Tello, if he'd caught out position, then maybe he could afford to save. But other than that, he needs to get something out. He needs a medium tank.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Oh, a GR34 mortar team being added to the ranks here for Paul. Very nice. It's a good map for it as well, actually. It does really well if you just place it just north of this middle area here. There's a lot of nice cover it can use. And we've got a fight being taken here. Maxim firing into these Ostripin in the building, but the 2 snipers and the pack gun have it covered, so that Maxim's going to have to reposition. The T-70 forced away by the pack. And Momo's getting ready for possibly a push here on the left. He's got a demo charge in a lovely position actually on the left VP. Ostripin moving on to that demo charge. Meanwhile, a Ziskan getting set up in a nice place, waiting for that 222. SU-76.
Yeah. You didn't actually see the Mirage Flies Bounce mod finals yesterday, but I watched them. Oh, actually, conscripts go down there to incendiary shot.
Yeah. Very nice.
But demo charges was what won Momo the game. He killed 3 of PauL's squads with demo charges. So PauL must be thinking demos.
The finals was Momo versus PauL.
Yeah, this was in the finals. Yeah.
Oh wow! So these 2 players actually played a series against each other just what, yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Oh well, the plot thickens then. All right. So and Momo won that.
Yeah.
Oh, so PauL's out for revenge. Wow, we've got a bit of a plot line developing here, guys. I didn't realize this. So these guys actually played a series yesterday. Hang on, wait, we'll put that on standby because the T-70 is taking a deep dive. Yeah, gets absolutely just taken out from every angle. Pack guns, 222s, Fausts all over the shop. But the pack gun goes down. Momo's conscript's in a good position to take care of that. Now the SU-76 is here. He can put down a barrage, just behind the SU. Oh no, he's just going to attack the pack to kill it. Oh, putting down the Molotovs to form a wall. This is what I mean. Momo's so smart.
Yeah, that was really nice play there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I love it. He doesn't fight with his fists, he fights with his brains.
So he's lost his T-70, but he's rebuilding it right now, which I think is a fair idea because... Oh, but he's so low on fuel. Will he have enough fuel by the time he hits 13 CPs? And PauL has a Panzer IV coming out now. Maybe if Momo radio intercepts this, he might cancel the T-70. Doesn't have a long window though to do it.
Yeah. So the radio intercept just happened, and the T-70 is gonna complete.
Yeah.
So yeah, not the end of the world. The T-70 is still going to be useful as long as he keeps it out of the way of that Panzer IV. He can harass the flanks and try and get infantry wipes and pursue snipers and whatnot. But yeah, definitely suboptimal. Oh, squad wipe on these conscripts here. Sniper and a lucky mortar hit going to blow up another squad of conscripts there. Oh, and the engineers get wiped in the S minefield. Oh, brutal. And this SU-76 is actually using a barrage on a building which has 2 Ostrip in it, but he literally can't hit the building. Oh, the accuracy from the SU-76 is brutal.
Yeah, a bit too much vodka there.
Yeah, definitely. And wow, yeah, that SU-76 is going to be forced back. Panzer IV here is going to chase these conscripts onto the left flank here. There is a demo charge on that point. There's also mines in the hood, and a Ziskan in a lovely position. Panzer IV's armor is all hanging out the wrong way. He's going to get out of there. That facing. And the conscript could hurrah for an AT grenade. Okay, he's going to miss that chance. But that's fine. Here comes the T-70 steaming in. 222 coming in on the left to get up on top of the SU-76. Very nice. But the Ziskan is still here. And there are mines.
Demo charge went off there, but didn't get the kill as well.
Yeah, both players here just walking on ice here. One wrong and you lose a really important unit. But they're both somehow keeping most of them alive. Impressive. So this Panzer IV, though, is going to be real issues as we move forward, because, I mean, Momo's anti-tank suite just isn't that good right now. The Ziskan is okay, the SU-76 is okay, the Ziskan there finding a nice hit, but I don't think he'll ever be able to kill this Panzer IV, barring some kind of semi-fluky Ura AT grenade or something. Yeah, or a mine hit, I suppose.
Yeah, it's got to be a mine, I think.
Yeah.
That's his best chance.
Yeah.
And he does have a few down.
Yeah, he does, yeah. He does. And he also doesn't have that long to wait until he has access to the IS-2, actually. He's a ways off in terms of fuel, but...
SU-76 there, trying to finish the job.
Yeah, nice. That's at least going to force the Panzer IV out of circulation for a while whilst it's forced to repair. Here come the conscripts, ooh-rahing in to try and catch that sniper again. And the sniper is actually going to get out of there again, just. Maxim gun forcing away these Ostrippen on the right flank. And I think Momo at the moment is just doing a really good job of fielding the Axis advance. You know, he's up at 446 tickets over 113. He's not taking any spectacular fights, but he's doing what he needs to do to come out way ahead in terms of score. Like the Zis gun here in the center is lovely, and the T-70 is going to find the mortar, and the Panzer and the 222 can't come and help because the Zis gun's in a great position. Conscript's backing it up as well. Momo just taking smart fights with good compositions, and he's active right the way across the map, actually. Look at the mini-map. He's like capping on the right, he's taking a fatty fight in mid, he's doing work on the left here. This is tasty stuff.
Yeah, PauL can't even feel it. He feels like he can't wait and repair that P4. He's bringing that into combat right now.
Yeah, he could get AT grenaded here. These conscripts could just pop out Ura and slam it, but they're gonna just play it cautious for now. Fair enough. He has to be careful, actually. Those conscripts are taking a lot of fire. The Panzer IV just hooning into that building.
Oh, S-mines again. Almost wiped
yeah,
that.
the same S-mines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Su-76 finds the Panzer IV. That's going to force that one back again.
We have 100 points remaining.
Momo, nice. Momo's looking real good here.
Yeah, he's got that triple cap running as well. PauL's nearly out of
Yeah.
He
VPs.
is attempting to
Yeah,
steal
PauL's
our
in real
sector.
danger here. And, you know, there's that looming spectre of the IS-2 coming. And how many call-in units does the Austrian commander have? Oh, none. So when that happens, that's going to be a real big swing for Momo. Is there any sign of Tier 3? Nope. So the IS-2 can just totally bully this Panzer IV all day.
Yeah, I think he'll have to go with a Stug
Stiffen our
to
resolve.
support his
We are
Panzer
down
IV.
to 75.
love
If
it.
we even get that deep into the game, it's looking, you know,
yeah,
with the
yeah.
way the VP situation is going, probably not going to go that far.
Yeah, Momo's got this one stitched up if it goes long or short. This is looking really good. However, a 222 and some Ostrippen going to be cannily taking a fuel and a victory point on the right. Momo doesn't have any units right now that he can send. 222 running a turbo risky mission through mid, gets spanked on the ass by the Su-76, but gets away to tell the tale. Sniper taking heavy fire from an Su-76 barrage. Does PauL realize? I don't know. That building's on turbo low health. The T-70 gets involved. That building's so
no.
low. The sniper goes down. Crushed in his prime. He couldn't get his arse out of there in time.
Okay, Zis is coming back onto the field after receiving some help, and here comes the P4. He's going to run straight into it.
Yeah, blitzing in. I don't know about this. He could probably get the Su-76 if he really wants. But this T-70 is kind of in the rear armor. The Zis gun's still very much alive. He's not going to get the T... Oh, but here comes the... it's the railway artillery. That's a very slow call-in. It's not going to arrive in time to help out with this fight. And he's going to lose the Panzer IV. So even if this railway slam dunks the Zis gun, that was so worth it. And will it?
Yep.
Yeah, it will. Wow. Wow. That is how to disassemble human beings in the rapidest possible time.
Yeah.
Wow. But you know what? PauL has actually taken this opportunity to break... Oh, the demo charge on the left claims another squad of Ostrippen. But PauL has used this opportunity to break the triple cap, so there is at least that. You know, he's not going to die in the very near future because of that, but he's traded a Panzer IV for it. He's traded so much of his infantry for it too.
Yeah, he
now
was
Momo
building
can
up
on the IS-2.
Ostwin there briefly, but he looks like he cancelled it, and Momo's so close to that IS-2. Doesn't really matter what PauL builds now, he stands very little chance of winning.
Our territory.
Yeah. Momo's just like maneuvered this game into a supreme position, and it's been very nice to watch. And there's been no massive standout fights. He's just been taking savvy engagements and just keeping his head and taking nice fights all over the map. It's really nice.
And the demo charges.
Oh.
They have been very nice.
And I don't want to say it till it's in the bag, so I'm not just saying it. Here comes the IS-2. So that's going to be pretty good. He's capping the left VP, he's capping the middle VP, he has the right VP. So PauL.a.D is up against the ropes, and Momo moving in, a series of body blows, and he's lining up for the haymaker here. It is going to be an Oswin. Does an Oswin beat an IS-2?
You could. Conceivably, you could. You know, the IS-2's turret rotation is extremely slow, so you could probably just dance circles around it, but...
Okay, yeah. So if Momo decided to go away and make some coffee...
Yeah.
See this Oswin get Alright. Looks like we're going to be in for an ace game then.
Yep. I wish we knew the VP score from the first game, because I mean this is pretty high amount of VPs.
We are down to 25 points. Do not let them defeat
So
us.
it's conceivable Momo would still have faction selection for game 3.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it.
Absolutely. Fantastic game from Momo there. That was almost a masterclass. And this is what I mean. He's just a smart, clever player. Fights with his brains, not his fists. I bet he wrote poetry rather than doing football at school. That's how he got the girls.
Oh no.